Two little girls were raised by ghosts for 5 years. They lived in isolation in the mountains. When they were discovered, the sisters had become unrecognizable. No one knows how they survived. The sisters used to have a happy family. But 5 years ago, the stock market crashed, causing their father's company to go bankrupt. Under great stress, the man lost control of his emotions and broke into the house, killing his wife and taking the 2 children with him. The man couldn't bear to shoot his daughters and planned to cause a car accident. Just as the car goes around a curve. Luckily, the car is still safe, and the father and daughter are not hurt. In the woods, they found a cabin. The daughter seemed to sense something strange, but followed her father into the house. The room is in a state of disrepair and has obviously been abandoned for a long time. The father wanted to shoot himself, but he couldn't bear to think of his children, so he decided to kill them first. He took off his eldest daughter's glasses, kissed her on the forehead, and tricked her into looking out the window, just as the father was about to shoot. The daughter, without her glasses, couldn't see what was happening. As night fell, and still no sign of her father, her sister hugged her sister to keep warm by the fire. Then a cherry rolled out of the darkness. A thin, ghostly figure floated in the darkness, and it was this ghost mother who fed the sisters. She found cherries for the children every day, taught them how to defeat wild animals, and played happily with them, and so they lived together for 5 years. During these 5 years, Jack, the father's brother, spent all his savings trying to find the sisters, but his girlfriend, Kelly, never gave up on him. Finally, one day, a hunter hired by Jack found the cabin. The 2 men cautiously entered the house and found the atmosphere in the room was very strange. The men were surprised to find children's graffiti painted all over the walls and a shoe that hadn't been worn in a long time. Then the man finds a large number of cherry pits in the kitchen, which clearly shows signs of human life. Just then, the hunters were startled by the scene before them. The 2 poor little girls were no longer human. After months of treatment, they didn't look good. Jack came into the room to try to calm them down. When he saw them enter, they rushed to hide under the bed. Their long isolation had made them afraid of humans. Jack was patient and handed the girl her glasses. After putting on the glasses, she could finally see the world. The moment she saw her uncle, the girl seemed to regain some of her memories. In court, the girl's aunt and Jack fought for custody of the child. But in the end, Jack won the case and the aunt only got visitation rights. The next day, a psychiatrist treated the girl. The girl revealed a shocking secret. These sisters were raised by a ghost mom. As the younger sister was too young, she had lost her human nature due to her long-term isolation. During the treatment, Mary told the psychiatrist that their ghost mother raised them. Naturally, the doctor didn't believe the girl's story and thought that the mother she talked about was probably a schizophrenic fantasy. After a long period of psychotherapy, Mary was able to adapt to human life, but her sister Lily was still afraid of humans. Soon the sisters were sent to their uncle's house, as ordered by the court. Lily couldn't adapt to such a life and had to hide in the corner during meals and even slept under the bed. The next day, a strange scene occurred. Mary was in the hallway, but who was playing with Lily in the room? Kelly wanted to find out what was going on, but Mary made an excuse to stop her. That night, the lights in the room flickered, and the next moment Lily appeared behind her. When Lily left, the lights went back to normal. Jack's back was itchy at night. Kelly was about to scratch it when she noticed a figure outside the door. Jack rushed forward to check, but found a black shadow on the wall of the corridor. At that moment, her husband fell down the stairs and his life was uncertain. Jack in the hospital in a coma. The burden of caring for the children fell on Kelly. Must learn how to do a good job in advance of a mother. But the witness in the house doesn't stop there. At night, Kelly hears a lullaby being sung in the sisters' room. She suspects there must be someone else in the room. But when she pushed open the door, she saw only the sisters. So Kelly told her psychiatrist. But the doctor still thought they were split personalities. But Kelly didn't know that the doctor had been secretly investigating the case. The doctor tested the girls again. But when he asked about the ghost mom, the girl looked behind her in horror. The doctor saw an unbelievable scene and left Kelly's house in a hurry. Late at night, Kelly has a nightmare and sees the perspective of a psychotic woman. The woman came to the church, snatched her child, and killed the nun in front of her. Then the woman ran desperately with the child in her arms. The church people were in hot pursuit, and eventually the woman was chased to a cliff. She looked at the child in front of her and jumped off the cliff. Kelly is awakened to find Mary standing in the doorway. Mary looks under the bed. Kelly gets the creeps. As the camera slowly descends, Mary's ghost mom appears under the bed, but the next moment she climbs into Kelly's bed. It turns out to be a dream within a dream. Kelly came to the sisters' room, but there was no sign of Lily. Through the window, she found Lily sleeping on the grass, and she hurriedly carried Lily into the house. Lily was very resistant to Kelly. Kelly was very patient and breathed into Lily's cold hands. Lily gradually calmed down. This was the first time she felt warmth. Watching Lily slowly accept herself, Kelly showed a long-lost smile. Meanwhile, Jack, who was in a coma in the hospital, had a dream in which his brother asked him to go to the cabin to save the children. With a twitch, Jack woke up from his coma. The woman heard what appeared to be movement behind her, and with trepidation, she went to the cabinet and opened the door to see the moldy imprints in the cabinet. This is the passageway that the ghost mom used to get from the cabin to Kelly's house. Kelly continues to explore the cabinet when Mary comes to stop her. The ghost mom appeared in the corner. Kelly closed the door. Afterwards, she asked Mary again if the ghost mom existed. Mary nodded her head, but when she asked her the name of the ghost mom, Mary remained silent. Kelly decided to tell the psychiatrist, but the doctor's phone number could not be reached. Inadvertently, Kelly found a document left by the psychiatrist at home, which contained information about the ghost mother. But when she saw the photo, it was the same psychotic woman she had dreamt of that night. She had no choice but to take her child to the psychiatrist. But the staff just got a call that the psychiatrist died in an accident. Yesterday, when the doctor went to the cabin to investigate, he was killed by the ghost mother. Kelly secretly took the doctor's investigation data before she left. Meanwhile, Jack went to look for the cabin, according to his brother's hint in the dream. While Kelly returned home and started to check the doctor's investigation data, it turns out that what she dreamed that day was what really happened. The woman is mentally ill. The church considered her unfit to raise a child. When the woman jumped off the cliff, the baby was hanging from a tree branch. Then the local people took away the child's bones. The woman couldn't find her child in the woods, so she turned into an evil spirit and wandered around for hundreds of years, then saved the sisters at the cabin and took them as her own. And when she saw that someone was trying to hurt them, she killed the child's father and the psychiatrist, who came to investigate with her own hands. She won't let anyone take her children away from her again. Seeing this scares the hell out of Kelly. That night, the ghost mom came to the door again. But the next moment, the sisters were so scared that they ran away, and in a panic, they silently ran into their room and closed the door. Kelly rushed to the room and heard Lily's screams. The two of them rushed to the room, where Lily was curled up on the floor, shivering. Just then, the ghost mom appeared behind them, this time targeting Kelly. The ghost mom jumped on him and tried to drain her of her yang energy. At the sound of her children's voices, the ghost mom stopped. She turned and pounced on the sisters, but instead of hurting them, she removed Mary's glasses that allowed her to see the world. At that moment, her aunt, who had visitation rights, came to the house. The ghost mother, in a fit of rage, kills the aunt. When Mary came downstairs, she saw her aunt standing in the corner, twitching. Kelly woke up from her coma, but the sisters were nowhere to be found. She rushes back to the house and opens the box she stole from the doctor, which contains the bones of the ghost mother's children. Perhaps the only way to save the sisters is to return it to them. Meanwhile, her husband is searching for the cabin in the woods, and the two of them meet by accident. Finally, they found the cabin, but found the aunt's body, which had long since turned into a dry corpse. Finally, they found the sisters on the cliff. The ghost mom is guiding them to jump off the cliff. She wants to leave her children with her forever. In the nick of time, Jack jumped to save Lily. And this action enraged the ghost mom. Just as the ghost mom was about to make her move, Kelly shouted out his name, and in her arms was the child she had been searching for 100 years. The mom flew to her child and carried his body to the cliff. She knelt on the ground and wept bitterly. The horror of the appearance of the year gradually turned into the appearance of the year, separated for 100 years, and finally reunited with his son. At that moment, Lily's cry of mom brought her back to reality. She won't let anyone take away her child again. The ghost mother transformed into a demon again and knocked the couple to the ground, so she took the children with her and was ready to leave. But Kelly didn't let go of Mary's clothes. She held on for dear life. At that moment, Mary let go of the ghost mom's hand. The ghost mom knew that Mary didn't want to go with him, so she said goodbye to her. In the end, Mama Ghost took Lily away because she was too young to be raised by ghosts and had already adapted to such a life. This is the 2013 Spanish horror movie Mama. The movie combines the horror of reality with the warmth of humanity. It makes the audience feel the greatness of a mother's love while being scared at the same time. This story tells us that maybe ghosts are not scary, but the scary thing is the inhuman human beings. At the end of the movie, the ghost mom holds Lily in her arms and jumps off the cliff just like she did back then. This time she hugged her child tightly and finally transformed into countless butterflies and lived together forever. The story ends here. I'm Bulldog Movie. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, comment and subscribe to my channel. See you next time.